Peep game. Look, I really gotta talk about a spending problem that most people have and don't even realize it. In peep game, I'm not even talking about money. Cause you could waste money. I'm not recommending you that you waste money, but you could waste money and still get it back. Peep game, but something that a lot of y'all waste but you can't get back is your time for real. Y'all really don't be having no value on y'all time for real, because if you did, you wouldn't spend it on the things that y'all spend it on. Or at least not as much time as y'all spend. Peep game, you really gotta look at your time like you're actually spending it, because it's a cost at the end of the day. And the craziest part is, you know that you're wasting time. Peep game, like I said, it fall back to what you want in life. So you know what you want, but you waste all your time. You just don't ever really think about it. But if you really think about it and really look at what you're doing, you know you're wasting time. You're wasting too much time because what you do is not gonna get you what you want. Too many of y'all don't even think about what y'all want. That's another reason why you waste a lot of time, because you try not to think about what's going on. A bot just live in a moment. A bot say tomorrow not promised, so they waste all their time. And then tomorrow keep coming for them until it's years down the line and they not where they want to be. Mad. The bot's so used to wasting time, it don't even realize how much time goes by. I'm telling you, the bot really be time traveling, because the bot is here one moment. Next thing you know, it's over here. It doesn't even know what happened, bro. All it can do is keep looking back, like, damn, what the fuck? It look back at what happened, and it don't ever try to make something else happen. Or it might try to make something else happen, and it gets so distracted, like it must spend its time on something else. It has to. It has no control. No matter how hard it try to resist, I'm telling you, it's really scary. Cause a bot, once listen, I'm sorry I woke you up, Bob. Because even now, after peeping game, you're still gonna know that you should be doing some shit and go. You can't. You have no control. You know, sometimes I be thinking it's best that I leave some of the bots asleep, because when you wake up a bot, here is only two things can happen. Either it's gonna realize it's a bot and really try to break out and start breaking out, or it's gonna realize it's a bot but it has no control and it can't break out no matter how hard it tries, and it lived the rest of its life aware that it's a bot. Sometimes it was better that it just didn't know. But if you don't want to be the bot, I already got enough videos on how to break out, bro. I'm not saying that you have to watch that video to break out. Who knows? Maybe you could do it on your own. But if you catch yourself in that bot loop, go. It can't hurt. You already a bot. Peep game. Because if you don't peep game, then you going to be like, a bot is like a bug in a light, right? But it's a bot in the distractions, right? So you know how the bugs just fly at the light and just keep hitting it, hitting it over. That's what a bot do with distractions. It can never stay focused. Aside from the bots though, a real player could waste time too. Especially when it comes to the biddies. Look, I'm not saying that you gotta be a monk or anything, but you really gotta don't let them knock you off your game, because sometimes I see a real player be real focused and a girl come in and he start wasting so much time. Now I'm not saying you can't make no time for them, but don't get lost in it and then back to the bot loop. They'll really, you gotta be careful. You gotta stay on game. But it's really up to you though. So you just got the value on your time and you spend it accordingly. Just know the cost. So, okay, you could give them this much time if you think they deserve it. If you're trying to build something, I don't know what you got going on. All I'm saying is, too many people just let anybody have their time. Like, their time is so low, anybody could get a piece of it. Anything could waste it. It's right. It's like you really just have to rethink the value of your time. And why I stress the time so much is because if you want to build something, that takes time. I'm not just talking about a relationship or shit like that. I'm talking about a business or whatever, or the lifestyle that you want. That's going to take time to get there. Peep game. It's not going to be easy. There's a lot of hard work that goes behind being successful. A lot of y'all be complaining about rich people and don't even know what they did to get in that position. That's what an imposter do. An imposter make excuses of why they're not in a position, or they'll complain about somebody else in a different position. They'll be like, oh, that person's only rich because they were born into a rich family or whatever. All these excuses. That person probably still got more game than them. Peep game, because it's not just about being at the right place at the right time. You also got to be the right person at the right place at the right time, because if you say, this is why a lot of the lottery winners go broke, because they get that money but they have no idea what to do with that money, and they lose it. Peep game, you really got to be ready for an opportunity, because there's no such thing as luck when you're really ready for the opportunity. Peep game. And an imposter gonna hear me say that and be like, oh, if I won the lotto, I'm not gonna go broke because this and that. You ain't peeping game. What I'm saying is, you the type of person who could do that. You don't need to get lucky. If you got lucky, then you just got a big jump. That's a skip a step, but you still know how to make more money. Peep game, because an imposter will win the lotto. That's their version of luck, but they can't recreate that. They can't make no more bread, because they're not even that person who's gonna thrive off that opportunity. A real player gonna be ready for the opportunity, because all right now they leveling up their stats. They're learning new things. They're seeing about investing and all that. So that way, when they could lose a little bit of money now, but when they start handling more money, they know what they're doing. The more and more you level up your stats and yourself, you'll be able to recognize more opportunities. Peep game. It could be at work or something. Say the boss come in, and you recognize the opportunity where you could show him what type of person you are or something like that. I don't know. I'm just making up something. Or even in terms of leveling up like your social skills and stuff, you know how to talk to people or something. You can have an opportunity and get somebody to be your mentor. Whereas before, if you ain't leveling up and you shy or whatever, you don't feel like talking to people and this and that, you lost the opportunity or didn't even notice that there could have been one. Besides recognizing opportunities, you're also creating opportunities. Peep game, because when you start planning and positioning yourself to be in certain positions that will push you in different opportunities or grant you access to certain opportunities, like, this is the game. And who you're around plays a big part in your game. Peep game. If you around a bunch of bots and imposters, they might knock you off your game, especially if you are low level trying to level up. They could knock you off your game easy, distract you, and bring you right back in the loop. Or they're just not, it could just be a bad environment. I feel like it type mess up you peeping game when you're around people who never peep game. You gotta surround yourself with people who peep game. You really gotta make a team. And the sad reality of it is, your team, for the most part, unless you're really lucky, is probably can't be your friends. If you really think about it, most of your friends are your friends because you know y'all grew up around each other or whatnot. You're not really friends because you positioned yourself to be around them. You know your friends. Peep game. I got friends that I would never do business with some of them. That don't mean they not my mans, but I know that they're unreliable. They themselves know that they unreliable. So it's like, if I was to build a team with the people who's just around me, it would put, my limit would be real low. That's why I say you right have to, you gotta network and meet other people. People who think like how you think or think like how you wanna think. Besides, I know for other people, maybe some of the people around them is negative. Like, don't believe in them, or maybe they're somebody who trying to get you to go down the wrong path or something and get you in trouble with them. That's why you really gotta, it's really your decision at the end of the day. You control your actions. Don't let nobody else get you in trouble. Don't let nobody else knock you off your game. And don't let yourself stop you from succeeding too, because that's what about do. Something to consider, right? Ask yourself, what legacy am I leaving behind? Whoa, like, when I'm gone, what what's my story? Cause me personally, I wanna do things where my name could still live on. I wanna create wealth where for generations of my family still keep going. And I wanna do things for the world. And not everybody has to do that, but I just say to ask yourself that, and when you answer it, or if you answer say what you want it to be, let it be that. The only thing that's gonna be stopping you is really yourself. Too many people give up on things when it get hard, or they get too distracted and they can't tell themselves what to do. At the end of the day, it's really up to your decisions. And that's why I try to warn you about the imposters, because the imposters try to act like it's not. And they hold themselves back because their whole life they lied to themselves. Peep game though, lock in. The real players is locking in and leveling up. The imposters, I feel bad for you, I really do. And the bots, listen. Y'all could break out of being a bot. Just don't turn into the imposter. Put your mind to it. Peep game.